You can't clean dust or dirt. You just move it somewhere else. School isn't hard. Paying attention to something you're not interested in is. Most of the time, I only write etc. because I don't know any more examples. It's not procrastinating if you plan to procrastinate ahead of time. We pay tax on items with money we earn that has already been taxed. So many people from your past know a version of you that doesn't exist anymore. It's frustratingly inconvenient that our brains can remember that we forgot something, but not actually what we forgot. Something is always touching you. Yelling at a dog to stop barking doesn't work because the dog probably thinks you're both barking now. You can't imagine a new color. Lego people live in houses made of their own flesh. Is spit just mouth sweat? Every time a room gets painted, it gets smaller. What if birds are just drones and they sit on the electric wires to recharge? Onion rings are just vegetable donuts. On New Year's, humans celebrate a trip around the sun together. What if people who stare at you are just time travelers who came back in time to see you because in the future you're important? It's kind of gross how much we use couches and don't have the ability to easily wash them. Your seating plans in school can literally change your whole life. We should have an annual holiday where we turn off all the lights and look at the night sky. You can't hate lazy people because they didn't do anything. Wearing a sweater on a hot day also makes you a sweater. My Wi-Fi was out is the new I was stuck in traffic. The older you get, the more you realize 100 years isn't that long. There's literally no reason for microwaves to beep when you press the buttons. It will be a lot harder for kids to win against their parents in video games in the future. There are kids being born who will grow up thinking that the Amazon rainforest is owned by the company. You could probably rent a Lamborghini for less than an ambulance ride. There's probably a place in the universe where a constellation of the stars looks like a portrait of you. Imagine if someone handed you a box full of all the items you have lost throughout your life. When you're in an igloo, you're technically breathing underwater. What if we can breathe in space, but the government doesn't want us to escape? Everyone you know sees you as a side character in their own life story. Some people ask for your advice and ignore it because they want an audience more than guidance. A Crunch chocolate bar is basically just beans and rice. A fear of heights in outer space would become a fear of getting too close to a planet. The person you will lie to most in your life is yourself. The fact that so many people put so much effort on the internet to making random people all over the world laugh and feel better is a great achievement of the human race. It's amazing how fast your mood can change after stepping in water with socks. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, is the world's most known address. Halloween candy isn't free. Humans just take turns buying it. Your future self may be thinking about you at this very moment in time. Clothes that aren't dirty enough to go to the laundry, but not clean enough to go to the closet, go to the chair. If you learn a different language, you unlock part of the internet. When humans brought back moon rocks, it was the first time we ever made the earth heavier. We built every house with a sturdy front door and a heavy lock for security, and then we put glass in all the walls. Someone will experience the pain of stepping on a Lego for the first time today. Ocean-scented products do not smell like the ocean. Walking a mile in somebody's shoes doesn't seem so impressive when you consider it'll only take 20 minutes tops. You don't close your eyes, you close your eyelid skin around them. We feel hunger with our stomachs, but thirst with our mouths. One day you will be a memory for a lot of people. Do your best to be a good one. A wireless charger restricts your phone much more than a wired one does. If you think about it, maybe and maybe not mean the same thing. Water is really what a rainbow tastes like. Almost everyone who puts up a Christmas tree has it up twice a year. I wonder how many places I've already visited for the last time. Everyone has a moment where they realize islands do not float on the ocean. Where does the wind start? The opposite of a podcast is a silent film. People used to deliver pizzas without a GPS. The fancier the kitchen, the more impossible it is to find the trash bin. I will never know what English sounds like to someone who doesn't understand it. Spending 2 seconds to pick up a quarter off the floor is the same pay rate as $450 an hour. Commas are just speed bumps for reading. There are balls that have been stuck in gym ceilings longer than some of us have been alive. A speed limit is the maximum limit allowed, but everyone treats it like a minimum limit. Everybody is trying to find the right person, but no one is trying to be the right person. Doing nothing is impossible. Soon, all electronics will be waterproof, and it'll be funny to push your friends in the pool again. Humans have no natural predators, so we invented war and became our own predators. In a few decades, retirement homes will just be old people playing Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart while The Office plays on loop in the background. At some point, we all just stopped caring about personalizing ringtones. If 2 people on opposite sides of the world each drop a piece of bread, the earth briefly becomes a sandwich. At one point in your childhood, you and your friends went out to play for the very last time and nobody knew it. Your teeth are warm. Grilled cheese sandwiches are typically stoved, not grilled. Every color in the rainbow has an E in it. Your favorite childhood toy is probably still out there somewhere. Banana bread is technically fruitcake. Part of growing up is realizing that limes are the superior citrus.